Hi and welcome back to Terrain by Aaron, where I try and scratch build something on a weekly basis for you lucky viewers. And this week's build is a request from Joe T-Bolt. He's over on Instagram. Go look him up, give him a shout out, tell him I sent you. And basically he wanted me to make a Godzilla. So a quick trip down to the charity shop, or for my American viewers you would call it the Goodwill shop, and I found this guy. A double-headed Godzilla-like monster, which put a tingle in my heart after inspecting it, because if you notice he's lost one of his hands, he's got some toes missing, and he's been well played. This toy has seen action, which is fantastic, because instead of kids just playing on their PlayStations and Xboxes, this toy had seen some action. So to honour this, I thought I'd give it a new lease of life and give it an exoskeleton, and I'm going to use EVA foam because will be the easiest thing or material to use, and I'm just going to start building up an armour plate sort of for his legs, his chest and his head. As you can see here, I'm just using normal garden wire, and I'm going to put this around his knee joint just to give it some sort of different texture from the plating of his shins. Now this was easier said than done, but I kept having problems trying to keep him in the picture simply because of his bloody tail. Every time I tried to move the monster, his tail would make the toy move a different way. So apologies in advance if sometimes the shots aren't as good as what they should be. It's simply because I could not get it into frame with that tail. And as you can see, I'm just slowly wrapping the garden wire around the knee joint just to try and get it to stick. It was easy, the plastic was fantastic to stick to. Nothing that I tried to stick onto the plastic wouldn't stick, so it was very easy. It was just the ace modeler that I am was making a pig's ear of everything. I'm doing a close-up of this garden wire because I had an email asking me what sort of garden wire, and it's just basically it's a wire, and then the outer bit is just flexible plastic, and it's stuff that you just wrap around your trees, your plants, or in my case weeds that look like plants. And it's a joy to stick onto stuff because of the plastic outer coating, and it's great stuff to have in your kit of kit bashing stuff, to use for for pipes, any sort of stuff that you could think of. I always seem to go to that just to give it a different texture on some of my builds. I decided to put the wire coming down this thigh, just to give it that different aesthetic look. It's no reason, it was just I wanted it to look different from me just wrapping it around its knee. And then it was surgery time, and look away now. Yep, I chopped off that arm because there was no way I was going to replace the hand. And we'll come back to that shortly. For now, it's over to the chest plate. Again, I just cut out a square bit of EVA foam and laid it on the toy just to give it so I could sort of map out where the chest plate would go, and then I'm just slowly going to build it up just to give it a little bit of body, a little bit of texture. Again, this EVA foam sticks wonderfully. It's really good material to use. Use it quite a lot in a lot of my builds. When cardboard won't quite go round something, or I want a specific sort of shape, it'll be EVA foam that I'll go to, because 9 times out of 10 I will get that shape all the time, 100% of the time. That doesn't make sense. Let's move on. So just sticking the chest plate on, and then not worried about the gaps because the gaps will all get covered. And if I remember correctly, at one point one of my fingers got stuck to the actual EVA foam. Yep, never mind. This is the stress we go through for our art. So now it's going to be the rest of the body, and what I've done is I've cut this EVA foam into, I think it's 5mm strips, and I'm just cutting each corner at an angle, and I'm going to need more foam, I'm afraid. Yep, that should do it. That stuff came from Amazon. It was a huge pack for something like €13, which helped me out a lot. So what I'm doing is I'm just overlapping each EVA strip on the other one, just to give it that sort of armoured look. Then I'm doing some corrective surgery on the spines on the back of the toy. So I'm just cutting all these off, but then I will replace them later on. Whoa there, Aaron. Why are you cutting the spines off? I all hear you say. Simply because it was relaxing cutting this plastic off the toy, and also I needed a smoother sort of strip so I could put some EVA foam down, and then realised it would be easier just to stick the spines back on. Now with his back smoother than a baby's bottom, it was time to apply more EVA foam. After I just do a bit more corrective surgery on his missing right arm. Once that was done, it was another big strip of EVA foam, super glued and then stuck straight onto his back. Not worried about any of the gaps or the edges, simply because it will be covered up, and if I can't cover it up with EVA foam, then once it's painted you shouldn't know the difference. This is another fidget toy that I'm going to use. I'm going to take a little piece off. There we go. This little piece will act as his arm, and then these two bits are just triggers from old spray bottles that I've stuck together. I think they fell off a previous build or an old build, so I'm just going to repurpose them again. Nothing like recycling. And with under a minute, I have a new arm for my Godzilla. Drilled the hole, so then the bit that sticks out on the fidget bit can just easily slide in. Glue that into place, and then it's just touching up with little bits of EVA foam, again just to try and cover some of the gaps. Then these two plastic bits are from vape pens that I thought were interesting and could be used as vents for the back of his body. Just spraying on some super glue accelerant just to make sure this, those bad boys stick into place. Then here we go, I'm putting the spines, I'm calling them spines, they're some sort of plates, I know that. Just putting them back on now, sticking them down all the way down the back of his body. You see, there's method to my madness most of the time. Wonder how many people will get this quote when I say, "Is it safe?" Leave a comment and tell me what film that was from. But it's now corrective surgery on the teeth. Decided that the teeth didn't look very empowering, so chopped them all off, and now a bit of strip of EVA foam is going to be used as the jawline. I decided, since I had two heads on this toy, one will be normal and then the other one will be a proper robot head. And with the ace photographer that I am, I always say it, I forgot to film that bit, but it was basically, I just made some shapes of EVA foam and then just stuck it all over his face. Now I'm just applying his beady eye, pun intended. And I know what you're all thinking, kind of looks kooky at the moment with the pink and yellow EVA foam. Don't worry, I used to get like that when I first started building stuff, then realised with the power of paint, everything comes together. I cut out little tiny triangles out of the EVA foam, and as you can see, I'm carefully inserting his Turkish teeth back onto the Godzilla. And yes, this bit did take about an hour to fully complete because the little tiny triangles kept deciding to fall off onto the floor, which resulted in me getting very angry and having to leave the build for at least an hour, 2 hours, because I was going to throw it across the garden. So I'm just going to paint him silver, just like the movies of the 70s, 60s, 70s. The sort of movies that I used to watch as a kid, early Saturday morning. It was Kong versus or Godzilla versus. So just going to dry brush it silver and then go back and just paint little strips of the armour a solid silver, just so certain bits would stick out. So while you watch me paint this, just want to say thanks very much for all your comments. Keep them coming, good or bad. I've had a few haters lately making comments about the videos. People have got to understand when I started this just short of over a year ago, this was just an experiment if I could do all this using a camera phone, and since then seem to have the followers, and so I just keep making them and putting them out. So some of the haters have got to understand that since I don't make money from YouTube, and when things break I've got to save up and buy new equipment and stuff. So yes, some of the videos have poor sound quality, but just stick with it. It is getting better. I am getting better at editing. Probably not building, but I am getting better at doing the videos. So yeah, but just keep the comments coming. Like, subscribe, it helps. It somehow makes the algorithm on YouTube work if I seem to get more likes. So yeah, just thank you for your support and stick with it. And on that note, it's time for me to say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the little mini movie that I've made, and until next time, keep scratching that build, everybody.